No matter how much you think you are in love, when you got to walk down that aisle, your question is, am I going in the right direction? Am I doing the right thing? Do I know what I'm doing? So here is my conclusion. Marriage is an option given by God. What do I mean by that? First of all, marriage was created by God. It is His product. But it's an option. Thank God. Marriage is an option. What does that mean? It means that marriage is not necessary for an individual to fulfill God's will for their lives. You can fulfill God's will and His purpose for your life without being married. So don't spend all your life looking for someone to marry and forget to live God's will. You should be preoccupied fulfilling God's will or preparing to fulfill it, rather than consuming your time chasing the prospect of marriage. In other words, marriage is a choice. It's not mandatory. There are many people in history and also biblical characters who did great works for God and were not married. The first thing I said in this session was this: marriage is an attraction, but it is also a distraction. In other words, marriage can enhance your destiny or destroy your destiny. There are people who were doing well until they got married. They were on course with their life. They had their whole vision planned. They had every goal set. They had their career on track. Everything was in order. They were zealous for God. They knew their purpose. They were passionate for their dream, and they were organized. Their life was decent until they got married. And now they are confused. They are depressed. They are lost. They don't know what to do anymore. They're frustrated. Imagine, marriage is so dangerous, it can derail your destiny. I guess my point is, don't take this lightly. If you want to know how dangerous marriage is, read this verse with me. Read Matthew 19:10. The disciples said to Jesus, if this is the situation between husband and wife, I'm talking from the Bible now, the disciples told Jesus, then it's better for a man not to marry. They got a revelation of how complicated it was that day. They said, hey, stay by yourself. They were instructed by Jesus, and their conclusion was, this is dangerous. The most important decision you will ever make next to your salvation is who you plan to live with in marriage. I heard in the past people say, the most important decision you'll ever make is to buy a house. Wrong. Because anyone can buy a house. The trouble is building a home in it. And there are many people here today who will tell you they have a wonderful house, worked hard for it, saved up, built it themselves, but they can't live in it. Going home is hell.
Elohim and I, your kingdom come, your will be done